Hello, Animafia. This is the Animopster speaking. Welcome back. First of all, let me thank all of you for 5 subscribers. I know it may not seem like a great deal to many, but to me, that's an actual milestone. So thank you once again very much. At this point, I'd like to remind you to support me by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also, please follow me on @Animobster on Twitter. And thank you very much once again. Now, before I get into the actual chapter 344, I need to make a correction off of my 343 video, in that it does very clearly show Monoma using Kurogiri's quirk. So if I could have just put 2 and 2 together, we would have realized that they were using Kurogiri's quirk through Monoma. Now, heading on to chapter 344 of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia. We start off in Heights Alliance. This is a flashback before they even moved out to the base. All Might and Tsukauchi are explaining that the searching for All for One is actually a misdirection meant to make them all look desperate and in just wanting to get things over with. They then reveal that Aoyama will be working with them, that Aizawa's plan is in effect. In fact, most of this lead up is actually Aizawa's plan, showing that he's very good at these sort of things and not just, a field person. Everyone's happy that Aoyama is going to be working with them, and then they're trying to figure out, Momo being the first one to speak up, how they're actually going to trick All for One, because it seems as though he has a way to detect lies. Of course, they are not in the know that he has Tsukauchi's ancestor's quirk. That's when Shinso's revealed. And by the way, Shinso's new fit is looking awesome. He looks like an actual ninja. If you look closely, you can see it's got almost like a chainmail undershirt, and then it's got several armor pieces over it. And at least from what we can see, it's black, but it could be like a dark blue or dark purple once animated or colored. And those happen to be ninja-esque colors. He goes on to explain that his quirk has evolved through training so that he can now make people talk. Congratulations, all fellow fanfic writers. That is now a legitimate canon-relevant detail. And of course, this is going to bypass the lie detection quirk. Whether it's through the fact that they believe what they're saying or they just have no ill intent or emotion attached to it is a different story. But either way, it's going to work and evade the lie detection. We still don't know what class Shinso is going into officially. I mean, we're pretty sure that it's going to be class 1A. I just wanted to point out that detail. Then we go on to the hospital where Aizawa is asking Monoma to use Kurogiri's quirk, therefore confirming that single panel from last chapter. We also find out that Erasure can basically not use his Erasure quirk at all anymore with all of the damage he's received, plus the fact that he only has one eye left. Going back to the present, we see Monoma revealing with the heroes again using Kurogiri's quirk. This time we also get a confirmation that Burnin is with them, being Endeavor's sidekick. Also, we see that All Might is at the headquarters and is basically acting as the general of this operation, which is actually great because we usually saw him as frontline, not thinking, just fighting. And so this goes to prove that, our former #1 hero is not just a musclehead, but he's also a thinker. I mean, we've seen this before, but it's always nice to be reminded of it. Then we get see Shigaraki talking to Dabi, and Dabi very much acting like Bakugo, saying, "Don't tell me what to do, leader." But then he goes to attack Endeavor. He's stopped by Shoto, and Class 1A begins to be warped in. Now, just as a side note, Dabi here. Dabi, man, he's so burnt now. Like, this guy smells like decayed leather and burnt bacon. At this point, All Might commands System Troy to be activated, which, by the way, is an awesome name given what's going on here. Uh, First of all, it has these walls and cells come up around as many of the villains as possible to capture them. Um, Being that Troy was famously a city that had impenetrable walls. That's why, and the reason part two, they needed to do the Trojan Horse to get into the city. And of course, the Trojan Horse plays in that this was a trap. So, actually, very clever of Horikoshi. Very congratulations on that one. I'm so glad he did that. Now, All for One realizes that they're being split up as well, which is a little unnerving and goes into some of the guesses I'm going to be making for future chapters here. Uh, Now that I'm saying that, the first thing is that we have to recognize is that all One for All is a mastermind. It's scary how much he's planned ahead. He's been doing it for centuries, and it's very likely that he already thought out most of what's going on here. That being said, uh, he I wouldn't put it past him to have already thought of this being a possibility. He knows Kurogiri was in custody. He knows he's watched the sports festival, so he knows most of the people's in this class's quirk. Um, you know, and the thing that really unnerves me about this whole situation is that we know that Toga has twice his blood. So there's a very good possibility that everyone they just captured and separated is actually a clone and not their actual person. And that's what makes me nervous. Like, from the lowest grunt up to One for All himself, all of this could be a distraction. Um, that's the biggest plot twist that I could possibly be seeing going on here. Um, I hope that it's not true for the hero's sake, but in sake of the story, I hope that it is accurate because it would just be a great plot twist to see within the story and make things harder for the heroes, which we don't want to see an easy fight for the heroes. We want to see them overcome. Uh, Now, that being all said, that is my review for chapter 344. Can't wait till next week and see where this goes. Once again, thank you for all the support. Please like, subscribe, and comment to help out with the algorithm on YouTube. And please, if you could, go over to Twitter and follow me at Animobster, Animobster, so that we can continue our support and grow this channel together. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.